You aren't lazy. Let me say that again. You are not lazy. If you feel unmotivated, distracted, and unable to stick to your goals, it's not a character flaw. Your brain has been chemically hijacked. Today, we read diving deep into the science of how something called cheap dopamine is rewiring your brain for failure, and most importantly, how to take back control. So what is this cheap dopamine I'm talking about? It's the instant, effortless hit of pleasure you get from things like scrolling through social media, watching endless short-form videos, eating sugary junk food, or playing video games. Our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. That's a survival mechanism. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that drives this seeking behavior. It's the motivation molecule. Historically, dopamine was released when we achieved something that required effort. Hunting for food, building a shelter, or completing a difficult task. The reward felt earned. But in our modern world, we've created a dopamine superhighway. These apps and products are designed by brilliant engineers to be as addictive as possible. They give you a constant stream of novelty, validation, and satisfaction with zero effort. Every new video, every funny meme is a tiny dopamine hit. The problem is, your brain can't tell the difference between dopamine from achieving a lifelong goal and dopamine from watching a cat video. It just knows it got a reward. And like any drug, your brain starts to build a tolerance. It needs more and more stimulation to feel the same level of pleasure. This is where the hijacking happens. The constant flood of cheap, easy dopamine makes normal, effortful activities feel boring and unrewarding. Think about it. Why would your brain want to spend 2 hours struggling to learn a new skill when it can get 100 little pleasure hits in 5 minutes of scrolling? It won't. It's not that reading a book or working on your business isn't rewarding. It's just that the dopamine payoff is delayed. It requires focus, frustration, and pushing through difficulty. Your brain, now accustomed to the instant gratification buffet, sees these activities as a bad deal. It's like trying to convince a kid who only eats candy to enjoy a bowl of broccoli. Their taste buds, or in this case your neural pathways, are literally rewired to crave the quick fix. This leads to a dangerous cycle. You feel unmotivated to do hard things, so you turn to easy distractions for comfort. This floods your brain with more cheap dopamine, which further reduces your motivation for real-world tasks. You end up procrastinating, feeling guilty, and then seeking more distraction to escape that guilt. You're trapped. You know you should be working towards your goals, but you just can't bring yourself to do it. It feels physically and mentally impossible. This isn't laziness.